So to kick off upcoming mods, we do have another update to the AK-5C, and what update it is. What we're taking a look at today is the vanilla textures. This is a work in progress weapon by Axis. He's made a ton of other weapon mods in the past, most recently the SVT-40 and the M1 Garand, but now of course he has moved on to the AK-5C. I really like this gun because I think it's kind of a bit different. There's some assault rifles, there's some rifles, but I feel like they kind of take a traditional sense, that being that they're typically AR or AK based. The AK-5C is a bit different. It's not as common as a weapon in different video games. Of course, it did appear in like Battlefield, but it's not something that we've been spammed with in all these different video games. It's going to feel a little bit more unique when we actually get to use it. And I don't know about you, but I'm personally really excited to get my hands on this one, especially after seeing these images. It looks extremely high quality, like one of the highest quality weapons we have had thus far. There's not really much else for me to say for it. Again, I think these images speak for themselves. If you guys do want to see them kind of like in a higher quality variant, I will have them linked down below. But yeah, definitely great work by Axis, and I'm excited to see what other attachments and stuff like that are going to come with this weapon. So we have something that actually only just came out, and that's going to be some new animations for the AK-74M. These are currently a work in progress by Haru. Obviously, this is a mod that is already released. You could probably download it. You probably have downloaded it, but it does seem like a lot of the members of this are working on an update to it. We're going to get obviously some new animations. We're going to get a AKS-74U as well as some different attachments for those weapons. Obviously, you've been looking at the animations. I'm sure you have your own ideas on them, but at least what I get out of it is it seems like things are a bit more exaggerated than the ones we do have right now, like the taking out the mag and throwing it, and kind of even just the reload seems like there's a lot more force behind it, and they're not as subtle. I like this. I feel like it's going to make the animations for these weapons now much more distinctive. They're going to stand out from some of the vanilla animations, and especially compared to some of the other assault rifle animations that, as of late, although there are minor differences, largely feel the same when you're actually using multiple assault rifles in game. I really like this. I've talked about this in the past. I really like how these mod authors are going back and updating their weapon. They're kind of modernizing it even further, and right now it stands as probably one of the best AK mods for Fallout 4. After these updates, it's only going to be on a whole nother level. I just really think it's a great thing to do that has started to die off as of late. Not many people are updating their mods, especially when compared to the earlier days of modding, but I'm happy it's at least somewhat making a resurgence. So let me have a simple update to We Are the Enclave. This is a mod aimed to add in some aspect of the Enclave back into Fallout 4. What we're taking a look at today is the Enclave jump ship. So this is looking pretty interesting. It kind of has a vertibird feel to it, although kind of distinctive, or at least compared to what we have in Fallout 4. This obviously doesn't have propellers. In some of the older Fallouts, there is a propeller variant and then more of like a jet engine variant like we see right here. Otherwise, it's largely the same. Those really distinctive red bulbs on the front also make it kind of stand out. Definitely has some nice coloring and texture work done to it, and it's just really nice to see some progress being made on some different vehicles that hopefully we'll get to see in use. Although it'd be really cool to see this as kind of like a prop sitting somewhere that you could loot out of, it'd be much cooler to actually see this in the air carrying troops from one location to another, even yourself from one location to another. WAO Hunting Rifle. It's going to be a work in progress mod by War Daddy. Right now we're seeing some animations for the hunting rifle. Basically, it's going to be a reanimation pack going back through some of the vanilla weapons and changing or upgrading really their animations. Again, right now we are seeing the hunting rifle. I really like the animations on this one. As I kind of talked about before, they feel a little bit more exaggerated. I like how you really pull the bolt back in this one. It's very distinctive, but I also really like the idea behind this reanimation pack. Again, it's going to be called the WAO or Weapon Animation Overhaul, and I think it's just going to be really cool to change a lot of the vanilla weapons. In a few of these upcoming mods, I've talked about how I want mods that really improve some of the vanilla weapons. There's quality there, even though they're kind of overshadowed by newer weapon mods because they're just done better. I've been enjoying mods that kind of retexture them, or in this case, update the animations. It makes them, I feel, a little bit more usable, and it gives them a little bit of a fresher taste. So when you're using them in game, it doesn't feel like the same old thing you've been using time and time again. It feels new and cool. So for that reason, again, I think this is going to be a great weapon pack. It's going to add a ton of new content into Fallout 4, but I think that's something it surely does need. So this one's pretty cool. We have some textures for the RPG-7 by the Shiny Haxorus. This is something that was kind of teased in some of his videos or at the end of other videos. I actually think there was kind of a beta download out there at some point as well. Explosives are not something we see a lot of in Fallout 4. You have the vanilla options, but then as far as heavy weapons go outside of that, there's very few mods for us to really download. What he does say as far as details go about the weapon is there's going to be a factory and post-apocalyptic version. In addition, there's going to be 3 or 4 different grenade types, a standard, some other type that he didn't really mention, mentioned yet, nuclear and high explosive. Looking at the texture work of this, it is extremely high quality. It just looks really good, but again, the real reason I'm excited for this is we don't have many options in this category at all. An RPG is something that we've all seen in probably movies, video games, live videos of people shooting shit with them, and it's going to be something exciting to get into Fallout 4. All we really have right now is the missile launcher, and having some diversification in that, maybe the RPG will be a little bit lower damage, appear in some of the earlier leveled lists, which again, I'm a huge fan of mods that do that, kind of change away the feel of the game. Be all around great work, something that I think I'm very excited for, and hopefully you guys are too. So let me know in the comments, what was your favorite mod? There's a lot of different options this time. The AK-5C, the RPG, then we do have some new animations for existing weapons, or even an Enclave dropship, which personally I think looks pretty badass. As always, again, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.